Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And welcome to another episode of Vintage Thrifting. Let me start with the books. My Savers is always a fantastic spot to find great books. And today did not disappoint. I found some Raggedy Ann and Andy books. And this is perfect because I am collecting and curating for a couple of Raggedy Ann and Andy journals that I want to make for the Christmas holiday. In fact, I already started harvesting a couple of these books in preparation for that journal. That's how excited I was when I found these books. There was an entire collection of the Raggedy Ann and Andy Grow and Learn library. I did not get all of them because it's a lot of books, but I did get quite a few of them, and I also got the parents' guide to the series. I picked the covers that most appealed to me. So the first book I picked up was the parent guide to the Grow and Learn library. I got this one because I love the cover. That is a perfect cover right there. And the damage on the top is not so bad. It's something I can manage. It's also easy to harvest the cover art if I decide that the cover itself cannot be managed. I can definitely repurpose the cover art. These are not all that old. I believe a late 80s, 1988. But the illustrations are awesome. Not so much in this book. I got this book, the parents' guide, more for the cover. But it does have some cute images on the inside that definitely would make great ephemera. It's a really great book. I got volume number 11, the Jack in the Box. And again, I picked covers that had art that appealed to me. I love this cover with the Jack in the Box, and both Raggedy Ann and Andy are depicted on the cover, so I love that. Illustrations on the inside are a lot of fun. Definitely something I can use. Some pages in whole I can use, and others I can fussy cut some things from to use as well. Volume number 9, The Box of Tricks. Cute image on the front. More great images and pages on the inside. I think my daughter selected this one because it had clowns and she loves clowns. This one too. A very close call is this one. There's the clown on the cover. And again, love the illustration, love the pages. And this is the style of Raggedy Ann and Andy that I enjoy most. This is, when I think of Raggedy Ann and Andy, this is the style. This is how I envision them. That's how they were for me growing up. So when I found these books, I was super excited. There were 2 more, but I already started harvesting those books. And I'm sorry if this upsets you that I break these books down, but that's why I buy them. I buy them so that I can creatively repurpose them. So this is what I've done so far, just to give you a sense of what I do with my books when I bring them home. First thing I did, you can see this cover. This was the Raggedy Dog to the Rescue. This book had some great illustrations, but the cover is ruined. So what I did was I broke it down, and the cover is thick chipboard. I just peeled back some of that chipboard and kept the layer with the cover art. By doing this, it's easier to fussy cut, and also by doing it this way, it's really firm and sturdy. So these would make great pockets or tuck spots inside of a journal in and of itself without any backing necessary. You can even make tags with something like this, but you would definitely want to back it because you don't want this ugliness on the back of your tag. And it's not so thick that you can't sew through it. you should be able to sew through something like this quite easily. So that's, you know, my thought when I break down these books. And then in looking through the pages, I fussy cut images that I think would make great ephemera for the books. Like here we have Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Dog, Raggedy Cat, Raggedy Dog, Raggedy Dog in his bed, Raggedy Dog and Cat. So in this particular book, it's just heavily influenced by Raggedy Dog and Raggedy Cat, which I was totally okay with. Then we have some whole pages that would be great to include in any journal. Some other pages that you can fold strategically and end up with some great pockets and envelopes. For example, there were a couple of tall pages with nice illustrations depicting Raggedy Land. And so I just took the whole page and started planning out how I'm going to fold them. So this one, I'm going to fold this way so that you can see what I find most interesting about the page. On the front of the envelope, I will stitch this shut on. I'm not going to stitch it shut, but I'll sew around the envelope and not sew it shut. And then I'll add some more fussy cut images on the front, and I think it'll make a great envelope for a book. Here's another one that is going to make a great envelope, and another. They had so many fantastic pages. Look at this. Isn't that great? This is, I think, I'm pretty sure it's called Raggedy Land. It's pretty cool. Pretty sure it's called Raggedy Land. I guess I'll double check. But love that. And you fold that this way, you have a great envelope. Here you have a tall envelope. So all this in anticipation of making 2 journals for the holiday season. One for me, one for my mom. My mom absolutely loves Raggedy Ann and Andy. I've been wanting to make these journals for a long, long time. I have been collecting, but I haven't found much for Raggedy Ann and Andy. So this was a big score for me, and I'm very much looking forward to working on these projects. So much so, I already started preparing the ephemera. I keep my ephemera or anything I harvest from a particular book that's on theme with a journal I'm working on. I keep them in one of these plastic envelopes with a little snap for a closure. I tend to keep my scissors in there so I can just pick it up and take it with me wherever I'm traveling, and or whatever room I happen to be moving to in my house. I'm a bit of a gypsy. I move from room to room when I'm not in my craft room. So that is my plan for the Raggedy Ann and Andy books. Then at the Savers, they did have another set of the Childcraft books. This time I didn't get any of the books themselves because I already have the ones that, again, appeal to me. But what I did see and did pick up was the Childcraft dictionary. I don't know that I have this, but I figured if I do, it's okay. I can just add this to my collection or gift it to someone. But what I love about this is the cover itself is just beautiful. I love the colors. I love the art. It does have some, I don't know if that's crayon or marker or what, but it's manageable. It's not anything that makes the cover unusable. I love that it has a nice thick spine. It's about 1.5 inches. So I don't necessarily have to rebuild the spine. I can use the one that's already there. And the back cover, not in the best of shape, but none the worst either. Okay. And also the pages themselves are just great. I love that you not only get definitions of the words, but you get lots and lots of illustrations. So these are great for collaging, layering, making tags, using snippets here and there. It's just fantastic. And what year is this one? 1982. So that was a great find. Another great find was this cute little book. is a Scholastic reader. It's called Quidditch Through the Ages. I paid 49 cents for this. The reason I got this is because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And I am also collecting to make a Harry Potter journal. So this was just great, fantastic. I can't wait to incorporate this into a journal. I will definitely be adding this to my Harry Potter folder for my Harry Potter journal. Another find at my Goodwills was this transparency film. It's an entire pack of this super big transparency film. I think this is for a specific printer. I obviously don't have the printer, but it doesn't mean I can't use what's in here. I mean, it's just amazing. You get these super long sheets of transparency and a thin white sheet of paper as backing. So how awesome would it be to stamp on these sheets and then protect them with the transparency film? It's so thin. These would make fantastic covers. You can probably fold these and sew them into a signature without cracking the spine. I'm certainly going to be experimenting with that. I'm also going to be experimenting stamping on these and die cutting these. And I have an entire pack, and I only paid $2.99 for this. So I thought that was an amazing deal. But the best deal of them all, my friends, was this. I found some Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous sets at my Goodwill, and I paid $2.99 for each of these. They were just sitting there, stacked so neatly and nicely in the aisle, calling my name, and I was not going to leave these behind. And I don't have these. These are the older ones. You can still get these at Stampers Anonymous, and you can pay $24.99. I paid $2.99. You can tell they're a little old because you have some yellowing on the backing, but that's okay. The stamps themselves are all here. There's the price. And they were either never used, they looked brand new, or just beautifully maintained. Just fantastic. Whoever had these obviously cared for them because they look pristine. So I got Creative Muse, Reindeer Flight, Letter to Santa. This might be one of my favorites. Isn't that amazing? Festive Sounds. This might be my second favorite. How fantastic is that? Look at that. Look at the original price. These were originally sold at Scrapper's Playground, $22 each. I got them for $2.99 each. And then this one is called Retro Holiday. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And this right here is by far my favorite find of the trip. Absolutely, no doubt, my favorite find of the trip. So let me know, what is your favorite of today's episode of Vintage Thrifting? So that is my share, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next video, my friends. Until next time. Bye-bye.